YouTube, Jay Kilroy back in the shop. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. For a little shop short, I got a quick little project here that's interesting. I don't often get to share much about my work, and today I can. So even though it's a tiny little project, I thought you'd find it interesting. So aspects of it at least. So I'm going to bring the camera around and show you what I'm doing. Before I do that, I'd like to discuss with you a project that is going on around here. My son, Thomas, attends a school called Bomar Elementary in Vicksburg, Mississippi. And his robotics team, the Bomar Builders, Team 7121, is doing a project to raise money to add 2 stair lifts to their school. And you're saying, why? They don't have they don't have elevators? No, they don't. They have a historic building. Unfortunately, a building that's on the National Register of Historic Places. And they can't modify the exterior to stick elevators or do any major interior renovations. It's all bureaucratic. Anyway, I will provide a link down below to the GoFundMe page where we're trying to raise money. And this is to allow students and faculty with accessibility issues to access upstairs classrooms. There's 4 upstairs classrooms, 4 or 5 in this school. And there is no way for students or faculty members with any kind of accessibility issues to access these classrooms. There are no handicap ramps. There are no, this school is completely 100% non-ADA compliant because it was built in 1939. And it is a beautiful Art Deco building. It's gorgeous, but we're just asking that you could take a few moments of your time to check out the GoFundMe link and consider making even a tiny donation. Would be extremely helpful. And it is for a good cause. I don't often get on here and talk about money, ask for money. I don't ask for people to send me things. I don't ask for companies. I don't call companies and ask companies to donate things for me. If someone feels so moved as to help out, that's great. But I'm not going to impose upon people. But now I'm asking because it is a good cause. So just think about it. Anyway, check the link below. And let's bring the camera around and get down to work. All right, so what we have here is a scale model of a control gate in a dam structure. It is a scale model. The actual piece for this, it weighs approximately 60 tons, so it's significantly larger, right? This is being used in a hydraulic model, and I need to come up with a way to attach to another one of these. This one's plastic, but the actual one that will be used in the model is brass and aluminum. It's not plastic, but it is exactly like this. I need to come up with a way to lift this with a cord string of some sort right here. The holes, here you go. Here are the holes. I did not print this, by the way. This was printed by someone else with a SLA printer. These holes here will just pass a number 8. And unfortunately, I did not have a number 8 screw that was long enough. So I do have a piece of number 8 threaded rod. We're going to lop off a chunk of this to make a piece to attach to this gate, and then we are going to make an insert to ride on this piece of threaded rod in order to keep the attachment point to the gate centered here so that in use it doesn't move around. We don't want to be torquing the gate by pulling in an off-center manner. So we're going to chuck up a little 5C collet chuck, and we're going to lop off a piece of this here and use it. I've already got a nut on here so you can see, right? And we're just going to lop off a piece of this, put a nut and washer on the other end. And go from there. So like I said, a quick little project, but I thought you'd find this interesting. It's very well printed. I believe it's a SLA print. I don't believe it's an extruded. It didn't come out of an extrusion style printer. One, because you can't see any layers in it. Two, I'm not sure how you'd extrude that. Some of these features and these internal holes and internal features, you're just not going to do on an extrusion style printer. So pretty neat. Like I said, the actual item that this is a model of weighs 60 tons. So let's get with it. We're using a thin bit carbide insert to part this off. Of course, middle of that operation, battery dead. Deburring the edge there a little bit. Let's see. Make sure that goes on okay. Yep, that's good. All right. Now we need an insert to go right between here. Where did I put my calipers? Alrighty, so the distance here is about, that's exactly 1 5/8, about 41 millimeters. I got this piece of grungy, beat up CPVC. Because we're going to need we're going to do with a diameter about a 1/2 inch diameter there. I can certainly get that out of there. This is beat to hell, so it won't go in a collet really easily without tearing something up. So I'm going to carve off the high spots. And we'll put that back in the lathe there. The only thing I don't like about this style of collet chuck right here. feeding. Get a diameter I can measure. Alright, we got to take off about 1/8 of an inch. That was 50. That was 100. About 10 over. Alright, that'll work. Alright, we got a number 21 drill. And we're pretty much going to have to bury the flutes here. This little high-speed steel tool built for a nefarious purpose that I'll go into later to cut a groove here. now we're going to park. Clean that little burr up there, we'll be good to go. The Noga tool wins again. Alrighty. There we go. Washer. All right, so there we are. Got a nice little attachment point to tie onto this piece for the model, and took about 10 minutes to do, and 5 of that was hauling the camera around. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me in the shop today, and be safe in the shop, and I'll be back with you soon.